Hey everybody! How's it going? Cheers. First sip of the week. Yes! I've had an amazing weekend so far, and it's not over yet. I've been going around the Open Studios, which is in fact, here's the thing. Arran Open Studios. I went round it first time in 2019 and again in 2020 with my daughter. Come on, Willow. And this time, my wife is with us as well, which has just been brilliant. And yesterday and today, my daughter's boyfriend is coming round. It's one of my favourite things to do, actually. It's just a lovely weekend. So in 2019, this is what I wanted to talk about. I was just getting rid of the post office and trying to get into more filmmaking and get more out of my comfort zone and get used to talking to people and, you know, moving on from the job that I had. Still makes me shudder thinking about it. So I decided I was going to film the Open Studios tour and then put together an edit. I wasn't sure what that was going to look like, but I went round with my camera on the gimbal, and then I got some pushback afterwards from some people that said they didn't want to be on it. And so, being the impostor that I felt I was just like, oh, I should never have done this. I'm not putting anything out. So I put one out before I got the feedback, and then I was like, yeah, maybe this isn't for me. Instead of just trying to overcome and produce something that people would be happy with, you know, and I wish I'd done that now, because last night I started watching some of it back. Still got the footage on my hard drive, thankfully, and some of it was good. I mean, I don't mean I was good, I mean some of the footage was good. Looking around the artwork and stuff. And just the whole trip, because it was my first time going round. So, what I've decided to do is, I'm going to at least put out one today. This is an artist that we visited over in Pirnmill, called Rob Stevens. Name of his studio's Gobhlach or something like that. It's a Gaelic name. We went there yesterday as our last port of call, and just as we walked in, the heavens opened and we got some rain, which we hadn't had for over a week, which for anybody who's been to Scotland, you'll know that's quite unusual to go a whole week without rain. So it was just the most magical experience going into that studio, and the artwork in there, the way that Rob talks about his artwork. He's so enthusiastic and excited about it. He's like a big kid, you know, it really comes across in the way he talks about what he's making. And it was a really great visit. So I looked back at what I'd made in a studio in 2019, and he remembered me. He remembered that I'd been into photography. He remembered Freya, that she was a musician. It was like, wow, really touching. So I'm going to put out the 2019 film. The Open Studios is still on today, so if you're on Arran and you catch this, you can still get round some of them. There's 38 artists this year, and it's worth a look. But yeah, I'm going to put this out. I'm just going to put a link at the end, so I'll put a link in the description. You can watch the Arran Studios. I haven't edited it really. It's all. It doesn't need to be edited much. It's just Rob talking through his art, and it is 15.5 minutes long. So you'll get a really good look around the studio. But if you're on the island and you get a chance, check it out. It's an amazing place. But for me, just as an experience, travelling around a weekend with my family, looking at art, it's just, it's brilliant. The only thing that could make it better would be if my son were to come with us as well, but that's just not on the cards. So I'm being very grateful that we've had this opportunity. And thank you to Anne Hume for that lovely little pendant that we bought for Freya yesterday. She loves it. Cheers everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.